We are here at Shoals White River State Park, and we just got back in. Mr. Brown's fixing to start getting the camper ready, and we ain't been here very long, and I'm already impressed with this place. It is so clean and so beautiful here on the banks of the White River. And where we're camping out, you can just go right down there, right down to the bottom of the hill there. You can go right down into the river, dip your toes in that cold water if you want to. Look how pretty that water is. It's beautiful. Clean, clear. The leaves are changing. It's fall, so things aren't as green as usual. But this is a beautiful place. I love being on the riverbank in the fall. So we're going to set up camp and we're going to stay tonight. Look how pretty that is. The sun's shining down on the river. So pretty. And there's lots of campsites here along this river. Anywhere from fifth wheels to the big RVs to like our little camper, tents. You can put pop-ups. I can't get over how clear the water is. This river is known for trout fishing. We've walked down here to the corner where we're camping, and that is a big spring that comes into the river. Can you imagine having that beautiful spring on your homestead all year round? It is absolutely beautiful. And here you can see there's a certain time, certain days and certain time during the day that an alarm, you'll hear sirens going off, and the dam at the lake will open up, and the river will rise about a couple of feet, and you can see where it rises right there when they open the dam. Usually just a couple of feet, I think. The leaves are crisp under my feet. This is my favorite time of year. We got people fishing down there. And just enjoying life. The weather is perfect. Look at the sun dancing off the water. How can it be any more peaceful? You look down there from our campsite, you can see people down there fly fishing. They got the waders on, and you can wade almost halfway across before it starts getting too deep. So I can imagine in the summertime how much fun the kids would have down here swimming. Mr. Brown's cooking us some supper. He's done cooked my steak. I've just about got mine. I done started. I was so hungry, and it is so good. Eating by the riverbank. Seagulls down there on the river. It's later in the afternoon, and we're sitting down here by the spring where it comes out into the river. Mr. Brown's going to he's wanting to catch a walleye. We love to eat walleye. So we'll just sit here and watch him fish. There is a young bald eagle across the river that makes that very odd sound that you're hearing. We seen him fly by, and he landed in one of them trees. But I can't find him now. Mr. Brown in his happy place. What is it?
Rainbow.
Rainbow trout? They throw it in a skillet with some butter. Lemon. Uh-oh.
You get a picture of him?
Hang on. Don't throw him yet.
I remember one time coon hunting. It was down about 20 degrees, cold, frost everywhere. Coon wasn't stirring good. Dog struck. Ended up on top of a big old holler, big old top of a big old mountain. We didn't even want to go to them, it's so cold. They were tree barking, we went, they'd treed. We walked all the way up there. They were treed in the ground. Wasn't gonna be no coon that night, and it was so cold that we ended up building a fire, warming up before we went back to the truck. There ain't nothing like following somebody when it's cold and a limb hitting you in the face or side of the head sting, man, it'll sting. I can remember when I was a little following Dad. He didn't stop nothing. He just waded through it, and I was behind him. I'd get smacked. I had to really watch it. But you learn.
You have to keep that fire. I was coming out of smoke.
We got a lot of green wood. Everybody's gathered up every little piece of thing around here. I've told that story about spending the night in the duckwood, didn't I?
A lot of people don't know that we used to live on the riverbank in a cabin for about, what, 3.5 years?
Yeah, about 3 years. I really liked it. Didn't like it when high water come, but other than that, I liked it. The funny thing about living close to water, when it was, say, normal winter temperatures, whenever it was getting below freezing, between 20 and 30 degrees, cold place off that water. But when it really got cold and the water was warmer, a lot warmer than the air, it would be warmer along the river than it would be elsewhere.
This kind of fire you get when you got green wood.
It's trying.
Here we are the next morning. A little bit of haze this morning. Mr. Brown's down there on the riverbank early. Got his fishing pole. Hoping to maybe snag fish. You can catch five per person and keep them. 5 fish per person. I haven't seen very many people catch very many fish yet right here in this hole, but I figure this hole is pretty fished out. You can see somebody's they're building a house way up there on that cliff. I've seen a few fish caught, not very many. But you can see them. You can see them trout coming up river in that water that's so clear. Mr. Brown throw his line out there and they'll follow that bait all the way back to the bank. And you can see the boat coming. There are several guides on this river. And the guides will put you in the boat and they'll take you just on a scenic tour of the river, or they'll take you fishing. You can fish for trout or just whatever you prefer to fish for. And there's several of them guides on this river. And there's another one coming. This is another guide, a guided tour. He may be taking them downriver to fish a little bit. I know Mr. Brown, I figure next time we come, he will bring his boat. You either need your boat or a pair of waders.
Yeah, or toughen up and wade out there anyway.
I don't think you're that tough to wade that cold water.
I probably could, but your feet, you get numb and hurt.
The sun has finally come out this morning. Look at it. Look at that sun shining on that river. It is absolutely beautiful. The trees. reflecting off that water. You know, if you're just needing a little peace of mind, just come sit at the riverbank. I'm telling you, you'll find it every time. Look at the beauty of this.
Move it off, you'll burn pancake.
Yeah. I like the way that one's made though.
Me too. I like that.
Need to take a picture of it and see if we can make one maybe.
Make it square so they can put this here like a square end on it.
Yeah. Because you can even, you could cook here and over there on that end, you could Dutch oven cook.
Yep.
Same time, have some good coals going over there.
Okay, Ma, what's for breakfast? Acorns is falling.
I'm fixing to get hit in the head by an acorn.
That's a funny story a while ago when you had an acorn fall in your pancake mix.
It fell all the way to the bottom. Fixing to make some pancakes on the open fire. I'm just going to make just a little bit. I'm cheating, I'm using a pancake mix, so. But we're fixing to make some pancakes and bacon and eggs. And there ain't nothing that makes you feel any better when you're cooking than cooking on the side of a riverbank, I can tell you. Ain't that true?
That's the truth. I actually went out and caught a trout yesterday.
Yeah, I think I recorded that.
Okay.
I'll have to go back in and get my milk. I forgot my milk.
We got the fire ready, I think, to be able to cook on.
I'm really liking this. I think.
She's wanting me to build one of these.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
One of these open fire pits that's got a raise up and down where you can side on it, where you can cook, put your coals under it, and you could also cook with a Dutch oven.
I think it's a good idea. I think it would work really well. So I need to go in there and get some milk.
You got a little bit of traffic coming by. I like the way this fire pit's made. And where them skillets are sitting, that whole part raises up and flips up out of the way where you can build your fire under there and get your coals started. So it looks like Mr. Brown's going to have to build one similar.
I'll put some bacon on this. Put it in this pan right here. The reason I'm using this pan because I'm going to fry some eggs in it.
Nothing like bacon on open fire, huh?
We finally got a good fire. Last night we couldn't hardly get a good fire going, but we did. Finally. Okay.
So Miss Lori's fixing to fry some eggs. You got the bacon cooked.
I broke that one. It'll be mine.
You like them hard anyway, don't you? Fresh eggs, they seem like they break easy sometimes. Sun's shining bright. Squirrels are playing. Birds are hollering.
Smoke's in my eyes.
What are you doing now, Miss Lori?
I'll make us some silver dollar pancakes here.
Pancakes. Got bacon cooked, we got eggs cooked. Now we're cooking pancakes in our iron skillet.
It's kind of lopsided. We'll get them cooked.
Yeah, our grill's not exactly level, but we'll make do.
That sounds well with it. I didn't hear what he said.
Seems like there's a lot of traffic here this morning. Got a bunch of kids riding up and down the road on bicycles, having fun. Sun's shining bright in here on us. Put your eyes out, though.
I like it though.
Feels good on a cool morning. It didn't get real cold last night, but it got cool. You get flipped?
Yeah, on this. We're about ready to eat.
Ain't gonna be long now.
Good old pancakes in the sunshine by the riverbank.
That's what the monkey said when he cut his tail off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be long now.
Ain't gonna be long now. Does your breakfast taste better being cooked by the
It always does.
by the riverbank?
It always does. Beautiful morning. The good Lord give us a beautiful morning.
Got little kids down here on the riverbank fishing.
They caught a little trout or something a while ago.
Yeah. Then we got kids in the background that are riding their bikes and playing. This is a really family-oriented RV tent,
State park
campground. Bull Shoals, White River State Park. We will be, in fact, I've already got 3 days, three days booked already for next year. And I hope to bring the grandkids. It'll be about time to be swimming, and they say if you're going to get here, you better get your reservations booked, because they stay booked up.
They're full right now.
They got people going out right now. And just as soon as they go out, that many come in, don't they?
Seems like it. Boy, it's good.
We're learning our camper. This is just our second time out in it. And I wanted to do it before cold weather set in. And we weren't going to be able to get back out for a while. But we're learning everything, aren't we?
Yep.
We've never had a camper, so it's new to us. Last night we was sitting by the campfire. It took forever to get it going good with that green wood, but you can't bring your own wood into the state parks because they're afraid it'll bring diseases into the other trees, which is
certain beetles.
Yeah, and that's that's fine. But they do sell wood.
I think if you're within the 20-mile radius, you can bring it in.
You can bring it in. But they do sell wood, so you can get campfire wood.
And it's not it's not near as high as it is on the other. It's on the state park wood. It's not as high as
it wasn't too bad. We got 8 pretty good sticks for $5.
Yeah, we ended up getting 16.
So we got 16 sticks for $10, and it was a little green, so but it's still burning. It's burning right now.
Once you get it hot enough, it'll go.
So we're gonna eat our breakfast. We're gonna clean up, and then we're gonna go sit by the riverbank for a little bit because we gotta leave out in a few hours. Head home.
We got people out there wading and fishing.
Next time, Mr. Brown's gonna bring us waders, maybe his boat.
I may bring my boat next time.
But even though we've just been here, you know, pretty much will be a whole day and a night, won't it, altogether? It's been very, very relaxing, and it's a nice place.
Met a lot of good people.
A lot of good people. Like I said, it's very family-oriented here. Very safe, a lot to do. They have guides that'll take you out on the boat, take you fishing, just take you and look up and down the river, I guess. And everything's just right here accessible to you. They do have a marina, and they have a bait shop, a place where you can get, what was in the bait shop?
Well, there's just all kind of stuff in there. Mainly to do with fishing, but they had some t-shirts and...
They sold ice and wood, necessity stuff.
Yep. They also sold ice up here coming in through the park, too,
Yeah.
at the office.
What we done was on the way up here, we stopped at a big Walmart. Had plenty of room to pull in there. I went inside and just got a few things that we needed. Put it in the camper and we come on. I think for lunch we might just keep this fire going, may just grill us a few hot dogs. Then we'll load everything up and we'll go to the house.
The good thing about our RV is we ain't got a lot to load up.
No, I mean it's pretty easy. I mean, you know, pretty easy, relaxing.
And we're gonna, a few things will stay in there, so we don't have to unload and unload at the house.
No, the one thing we keep forgetting though is our coffee pot. We got to get one just to keep in the camper, because Mr. Brown loves cowboy coffee. He makes it all the time. But we keep forgetting to put our coffee pot, so we're using a little Keurig inside the camper. And it's good coffee, but not as good as cowboy coffee.
Especially over at campfire.
That's right. I wish I was here with us, though. It is so pretty today. And this might be our last really pretty day for the winter, huh?
Yeah, as far as 2 in a row anyway.
You can hear the traffic going by. I'm not too sure that maybe with so many elderly people that are here on this campsite and they book it for months and even a year at a time. I mean, that's how...
I don't know how long they can actually stay at a time.
I don't know. You'd have to check on that, but it's a long time. I know you can a month.
I know a lot of people that come regular. The lady we talked to yesterday, who's a subscriber of ours.
Yes. Jessie.
She has several. I understand it, several days booked throughout the year. I don't, different times.
Yeah. And she told me, she said, you need to book it if you're going to come back. So that's what I done last night. And, of course, we won't be able to come back till the end of school to be able to spend several days. Of course, Mr. Brown will be retired, and then in May I'll be retired. So it's just like we can come during the week and stay several days. And I know that's what a lot of the retirees that are here, that's what they're doing. They walk. There's a good place to walk out here, and they walk their dogs. And there's even younger people here. And I was telling Danny, some of these children may be homeschooled, and this is the way they live, and they're just experiencing so much. And then there's some schools now that are doing so many weeks on and so many weeks off. So on their weeks off, this may be what the family does. We've got a son and daughter-in-law that homeschools. In fact, it was my daughter-in-law that just had the baby. There goes some acorns again.
That one, they hit that top of that camper, and last night, that early this morning, that one was so loud that made me jump.
I know, it made me jump too. But anyways, they homeschool their children, and those kids are getting some big experiences. They even went to Hawaii, and my daughter-in-law worked in a big hospital there, while my son, who is what you would used to call a traveling journey
He still does.
lineman, and he still does that. He stayed at home and homeschooled the kids, and they had a big experience in Hawaii.
A couple of months in Hawaii.
Yeah, I mean, they were down on the beach every day, and I mean, they've been to outside of New York and stayed with his work, and you know, the homeschool life, they learn so much life experience.
And they learn real life.
So I have a big respect for that.
Real life experiences. They get to go on their little field trips, and they get to go, you know, a lot of different places. They go visit and for their science projects and different things, art and whatever.
Yeah, museums. And so if you can get around a good homeschooling community like my son and daughter-in-law have, it's well worth it, for sure. We're just sitting here at the riverbank watching these men fly fish, and we thought we'd share it with y'all.
You got a red colored bait on there. You can see it going back and forth.
Yeah. I'd love to learn to do that. You think I could do it with my arthritic hands?
I think it would give you problems.
Think?
I've done some of it, but I've not really ever done it for trout fishing.
Let's see if we can get a close-up here in a minute. I think it's just such an art to it or something, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of feel and art. Practice of knowing when you bring your hand back, knowing when to bring it all forward again.
There's one down that way. If I can get him.
That's a beautiful picture right there, ain't it? I'd like to see him catch one.
Yeah. I do will.
See all that line, we can see it on camera, but I can see it all rolling.
Yeah.
There's a seagull flying high. He's fixing to tie on another bait. He was trying something different.
See if I can get this man down here. There he is. I couldn't see him a while ago.
Kind of blending into the water, ain't he?
Yeah, there he is. There he is. It's a pretty shot, though.
So, are you enjoying yourself sitting on the cool breeze riverbank today?
I needed this, I can tell you. And I'm sure you did too, because you've had a kind of stressful week at work. I have. And it's been a spur of a moment thing, but sometimes I think that's the best.
Yep.
When you don't overthink it. Well, we're on our way home. I personally didn't want to leave, but I'll good things got to end sometime, I guess. We got to go to work tomorrow, so we're on our way home. I enjoyed it. It's a very beautiful place to be. It is called Shoals White River State Park RV campsite. Very nice place. And there's also a place just down the road for some good eating too, and is it called Gaston's?
Gaston's Resort.
Gaston's Resort. And they have, I think, little cabins on the White River.
Several cabins and a big restaurant.
And a big, nice restaurant. So if you're staying on the river and maybe a night or so, you want to go eat at this nice, we didn't go, but nice place to eat there, and I think a lot of people eat there. So I hope y'all enjoyed being with us on the river. I know most of y'all come to our videos for our cooking, but sometimes, you know, just got to do something different. You got to do life. You got to enjoy it. Every once in a while, you just got to go somewhere to get a little peace of mind. So if you're ever up this way in Arkansas, or if you are an avid camper and just travel all over the place, Arkansas has got some really nice places on the lakes and rivers to camp out, whether if it's RV or tent or cabins. We have a lot of beautiful rivers in Arkansas. So we'll see you in a couple days. I'm sure we'll be cooking next video. Got to catch up a little bit. Mr. Brown, say bye to everybody.
See y'all later.
See you later. Y'all have a good week. And we'll be catching y'all probably in about 2 or 3 days. God bless everybody. We love you.